All right.
Back to our continued program.
Welcome back to Mike and Matty Live. We've been ghosts for a while. We've been ghost.
Yeah,
we're back now.
Been gone for a minute. We had to take a little break for the holidays.
Yeah.
Show our appreciation and
That's
love
what
to
we'll
the
call it.
people who really matter most.
Yeah. We didn't get overwhelmed and kind of get discouraged by having
Not
to be
to say
live all
that
the time.
you guys aren't a matter of ours because you're very important to us.
Exactly.
And that's why we back.
Yeah. We back.
Because we could have just taken vacation forever.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
That would have been fun, but it wasn't. But yeah, we pretty much we just took a little break. Kind of being live all the time and having to worry about like getting to where we were gonna film and being on time all the time every single week. It's just a little stressful. We're fucking recording, man. Look. So it was just a little bit of stress, and we decided to just take a little break. We decided it was gonna be a week at first, and then shit just kept piling up. Holidays just kept coming. And
it was a mutual thing. We both just kept calling out like, oh, hey, let me get this day off. Let me get that day off.
Exactly.
And then we just came down to an agreement like, listen, let's just come back in January.
New me, new year, new us, right? We're back.
Right.
We've been hearing a lot lately like, yo, where's the show at? So this is it. And we're not going to stop from here. But unfortunately, we're not going to be live as much. We probably will.
We will be live.
We might do a live here and there, like when we record this and then do a live off that. But it's more of a hassle, if something comes up, then it's like like what happened last time. We got canceled. We don't want to cancel. This makes it so we can always record it and always throw it up for you guys. We're gonna try and throw this up on either Wednesdays or Thursdays.
But by popular demand, if that's what you guys wish, that's what y'all shall get.
Nah, don't waste your breath.
Don't waste your breath. Don't make it
happen. So I mean, let's get into how was your weekend? How was your holidays?
My holidays were
tracing
amazing.
back to holy shit Halloween. Damn, we ain't done this in a while.
My Christmas was well. We
family, just chill with family.
Yeah, we chilled with the family. Went to Cherie's house. We had a little doodad over there. We had a Christmas over there, and well, I mean that by me and my daughter were over there, and we did a little thing for her, and then went back to my house and had Christmas over there, and thus forth.
Christmas at the DeRosa / Guava.
At the Guevara house.
We, man, I miss going over there. We went there that one year. It was a fun time. We all got real drunk.
Jorge always knows how to get the party lit.
He does. We gotta link back up with that. Mm-hmm. And the food too.
That's right.
Awesome.
Food's always good, baby.
Yeah. We cook too. Well, I've cooked some pretty good food, but it's kind of low key here. We just did the same thing we usually do with some friends and family. Got drunk. Mom took some shots. It was a pretty fun time. My aunt and my mom both took shots.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Nice. Were they trashed or did they?
I think my mom was a little drunk.
Well?
I think my mom was a little drunk. She was definitely not. I looked over. She was taking a shot by herself.
She didn't say she hated you, right?
No. Yeah.
Good.
She's like taking a shot. I'm like, you just gonna take a shot by yourself over there? What are you doing? She's like, oh, you want to take one with me? I'm like, yeah. But it was a fun time. Other than that,
who was all here for that?
Like I said, it was me, Tommy B, my mom, Chris, Al was here. Then I had just people stop by throughout the day, say what up.
That's nice.
It was a fun time. Yeah, it was a good time.
So overall, you had a merry.
Overall, I had a great holiday season.
I like that.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
That. How was your New Year's? Better.
My New Year's was fun. I had a good time. I just went to a friend's house.
Where'd you start? Where'd you end?
I started here, pre-gaming a little bit by myself.
Of course.
It was a good time. Then I took an Uber to my friend's house, and then just gone and I'll hang out, watch the ball drop.
We went over to the billiard.
Oh yeah, Boston Boys. How was that?
It was awesome. I had a great time over there. And then I had got in touch with Tommy, and then we ended up going over to a location Tommy was at, and it was a good time. We had fun. It wasn't, excessive or anything. It was good.
I can't confirm that, but
I did. I lost at beer pong. My first game, I lost to my girlfriend's best friend.
Damn.
And
she doesn't play, and you lost to her.
I don't play either. When's the last time I played?
Stepped away for too long. You see him with that weird shot.
It can happen to anybody.
You see that weird shot that Matty has, and he goes.
And I saved nearly all of them.
I hated that, man.
Once I started working the jive, did I not land mostly all of them?
I hate it, playing on his team or against him, I'm just like, oh, let's go.
You know what you hate even more, especially
when it goes
lands.
in. I'm like, oh god,
because it's a share shot, baby.
Yeah. Oh man.
That matters, baby.
So going off of New Year's, it was weird because I didn't even have a plan to do anything until like 4:00 that night.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were calling me, hitting me up. I think you texted me. I think I forgot to text you back because there was like 6 people that texted me. Like, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? And I was like, I don't know.
No, you hit me back up.
Oh, did I? Oh, I said I was. Sure. I don't know. See, well, usually, like I feel like every year my plans for New Year's is just going down.
I should have sent out a group text for as many people as I texted. Like, what's going on?
I did that on Christmas. I was so drunk.
And the thing is, like I already
nobody
knew
who everybody else was, and I was like,
I already had like steady invites by like a bunch of people, and I just, you know, I went completely went on my own on that one, you know, but it was a good time, regardless. But it like, so. It was different because I was like, you know, like either I go to this place, go to that place. I'm not used to going to this place. I'm not used to going to that place. So I kind of want to stick to what would feel more like home.
Yeah.
So we went out to the billiard. It's right down the street from my house. So that was a no-brainer. And then I met up with a couple friends over there, and it was cool. And I was with my girlfriend and one of her friends. So we all had a great time. And then we met up with Tommy and had even a greater time.
So now to get into it, your boy Dominic last weekend.
Oh, Cruz, baby. Oh, Cruz.
I was kind of devastated watching that fight, man. He was getting beat up.
Dude, you had no idea
he
how
got
I felt
beat
on
up.
The inside.
I was like
sitting there like that kid in the corner just fucking like biting on my nail. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is really happening right now. I mean, Cody fought a good fight. He
Nick Diaz.
He pulled him in.
He
dictated the range. He dictated the range out of everything that Dominic was saying that he was gonna do to him, and that he was gonna have to acclimate to him. It was completely reversed. But I mean, that's what happens when you've got, you know, you've been boxing since you were 14. A lot of boxers have like you start early. You've got these fundamentals on range. You just know it. They got really good depth perception, and they can fucking hit you from wherever the hell they want. I mean, that's pretty much just putting a mixed martial artist against like a seasoned boxer, you know, obviously, and he wrestled, and obviously, you know, mixed martial arts and everything like that. So he was no slouch, and I just kind of thought he was gonna do what he was gonna do to everybody else, but then when you realize everybody he's fought never really had a steady fundamental in something. Like if he had dealt with a wrestler, he would have bodied that. Yep. For sure. If he would have dealt with somebody who was like, you know, had X amount of fights in Muay Thai, I bet you he would have bodied that.
So do you think that like kind of, because it's kind of becoming a trend in that sport too, that I see a lot of these people who are fundamentally in one thing so strong that it's starting to like kind of overpower the people that, because you know, like originally when it started out, you had, you know, a pure boxer going against a pure wrestler. And, you know, most of the time the boxer would win because that's just, you know, that's where the UFC is. It's mostly stand-up. There is a ton of, you know, when you get those two, you know, BJJ guys that just literally wrestle at each other for a while. But, like, now it seems like lately it's been a lot of, like look at Rousey, Dominic Cruz, Rousey again.
Oh, just wait for the generations to come.
Yeah. I feel
now
like
they're
a lot
finding
of people...
a perfect way to fuse it all. And that's why a lot of mixed martial artists these days, a lot of their coaches will send them out to boxing matches, to Muay Thai matches, there's just a shit ton of even local fighters that, you know, we've either seen fight before or whatever, that do a little something on the side, you know, like boxing or Thai or any of that stuff. And that's why they do this. So you don't end up like that.
You don't get a piece up.
But
so you know, Cruz got beat up pretty bad, but at least they went the distance.
Yeah.
At least that I feel like
you know what?
I feel like
have you seen the fight twice though?
Yeah, I feel like he probably could have ended it, but he was kind of got a little cocky.
Garbrandt?
Yeah,
he for sure.
He definitely like. There was a point when he knocked him out, and he just looked at him like, "Get up," and I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, for sure. There was a couple times because I think it might have been it was the first time he knocked him down is when he pointed at him on the ground.
Yeah.
And in that second, some people were saying he didn't have enough time. But in that second, when he was pointing at him on the ground, he had hit the ground and didn't know where the fuck he was at. And then once he took, if he had not done that and stood there for a second, he could have jumped on him, hammer fist, or just hit him with some straights or something and ended it early,
Hey, stop.
That's
because I don't want it to be on there. Yeah. So hey, enough. So Rousey, not a good look for her. I don't know. What do you? I think she hasn't said anything about like retiring or anything like that, right?
No. She'll fight again. I think she just needs a better game plan. She needs to stop trying to strike with strikers.
She's getting rid of her boxing coach.
I mean,
or whatever that guy was.
Well, I had a conversation with one of my friends a little while ago about that, and it was like, because
sick of seeing her get knocked out.
I mean, like the audio from her corner was talking to her about head movement. Your coaches can tell you all the right things, but if your mind isn't in it, you're not gonna bite the bait. And you're not.
Well, that's what I mean. So what? Perform. So what else is she gonna do? Because she didn't go on media. She didn't do anything. She was quiet as hell. Is she just straight down?
I think she's got some other things going on in her life. Maybe
because I mean the last time she got knocked out, you could tell because she was in like movies and she was in commercials and TV and she was this and this and this and this. So like obviously her head wasn't in the right place to be fighting somebody. She was just too big for her own thing. But this time she like wasn't in any of that. But she still got KO'd. She got pieced up. Like I don't think she should have fought Nunes. I think she should have came back to somebody else.
She shouldn't have.
It is kind of bogus too that she came right back and gets a title shot. Like that's kind of.
She should have done like an upcoming.
Yeah.
Well, see, even the upcoming contenders were, she would have either got Cyborg, or she would have got Pena.
Yeah. Didn't she get like steroids?
Yeah, she got flagged for something. I don't think there's any official.
Actually, a dude.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's actually any official like feed on what she was doing. A long time ago, when I was in a galaxy far away, I had brought this protein. You know what I mean? It was just like
egg whites
into class. And I was like, oh, this stuff, works good. And then my coach was telling me, he's like, you gotta, look at what's actually in these things. Like, granted, I mean, what I was taking, it was just like that fucking protein whey from Market Basket, those big ones that you buy. You know what I mean? But some of these things are like they've got some properties that would raise a red flag, and people get fucked up for things. You know what I mean? But but the things, I don't know. That's a hard line to draw because people are getting like pinched for like steroids and fucking. I mean, what did John Jones get pinched for? Like fucking, Viagra or some shit. He tried to play it off as, but it just wasn't Viagra. Like dog, that was your dignity. He just threw on the line, But.
Hey. What are you gonna say something to his face? He'll beat you up.
Just do your research when you're putting something into your body, more or less. Like,
they should
make sure you have. So maybe Cyborg's case was, a case of that bullshit, or maybe she was actually yoking, which she looks like she was a dude.
She is actually a he. Is there something you want to say, Leia? Because apparently you just, you want to interrupt and have your own statement. Why don't you get your own show? Call it the Leia and she just looked over like, yeah, right?
She just wants to take a poop somewhere.
Maybe.
Oh,
I know.
You're so cute, doggy. Yes, you're so cute.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, we saw Rogue One.
Yeah, Star Wars Rogue One.
We had some good foods, and then we watched some movies, and it was real late, and I had to get up the next day at 4. So I got like 2 hours sleep, but Star Wars is worth it, so I don't care. So what'd you thought?
I called in for a vacation the next day, so I was.
Did you? I literally couldn't. I literally couldn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, continuing on into that, I took off Friday, but that was already previously because we were going to Foxwoods for my girlfriend's company party, and that was mucho fuego. It was a good time.
Yeah. So what'd you think about the movie? I Foxwoods was great.
I thought the movie was amazing. I was just hoping they were gonna lead me on to Snoke a little bit, but they didn't.
You know, they weren't gonna go there. They weren't gonna go there at all because it's two different things.
Spoiler.
Standalone. I mean, it's been.
Everybody knows.
If you care about it, all right. So we'll put spoiler free right here. If you want to block your ears, just skip ahead like a minute and a half or 2 minutes.
But who hasn't seen it yet? If you haven't seen Rogue One and you're a Star Wars fan,
but I mean,
you behind.
Here's a spoiler: they get the Death Star plans. You knew that going in. The sequel to the movie is the first movie that came out, A New Hope. It's not very hard. It's not rocket science.
I saw something pop up on Facebook the next day. The sequel is going to be directed by George Lucas. And
Can't wait for that. It's going to be good.
I literally went on the comment feed and people were like, "No way!" And I was like, "Oh, you idiot!
Pathetic!
You idiot!"
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. There were some parts that I didn't really care for.
I loved the movie.
Yeah, there was some parts like the CGI.
I was just hoping that they were going to lead me on the Snow.
The CGI people, like Grand Moff Tarkin and Leia in it. Again, spoilers. They were CGI because obviously Princess Leia was older now, deceased. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. But at the time of the shooting, they didn't want to. I don't know why they didn't just they tried to they blew up the CGI right in your face, and I was like, ooh.
Dude,
I don't know, man. It doesn't look that good.
You know what I didn't know was that Krennic. I mean, not Krennic.
Moff Tarkin. That guy's dead. He's been dead for 20 years. He was fake, and it looked it. You gotta watch it again, man, because it just doesn't. Maybe from our methods of watching movies, it looks fine. But in the screen, if you watch in HD, on you, when you see it in Blu-ray,
I felt like
it's gonna look so. It looks so bad. It's not gonna stand up.
I felt like Leia. She was obviously I could tell that. Just obviously,
there was just something off. And they should have had it from a further away than they had it. Normally, if you're gonna CGI someone in that's not alive or there, the first time you see Tarkin, when you see his reflection in the mirror, I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's cool that they did that. They put him in, and then the next scene, he's just bang, and you're like, oh, you're not a real person. You're CGI, and it looks not that great.
Well, I just didn't know if they recycled old scenes from the old movies.
No, they didn't.
Because it looked splitting to me. I couldn't tell the difference right then and there.
I think
you
were just too
glasses on now.
That's why I immediately went and got glasses because he was like, I couldn't tell that they were not a real people. Damn, you're blind. But no, other than that, I thought it was a good movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Spoilers off now. If you haven't seen it, and even if you don't really care for Star Wars, it's still a good movie. It's
a great movie.
It's still a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's definitely worth a watch. And if you do like Star Wars and you haven't seen it, this thing keeps. If you do like Star Wars and you haven't seen it, what the fuck? Why haven't you done that yet?
It's
weird. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of missed that we were away at the time because it would have been great. We could have done a whole special on that. Just getting into it and doing thing about thing and stuff.
But we're here now. It's crazy.
I'm giving you an uninterrupted minute that you can just go off in whatever you want. Mermaids, UFOs.
I didn't even. I do believe in mermaids. Actually, I do. And I do
believe in mermaids. I do.
I think they're shoved into the crevice of the earth for a reason because they're gonna fuck up everything people believe in. If anything pops its fucking nose out, say aliens or fucking mermaids or something like that, that defies.
Remember,
everything.
We wanted to not swear so much. You're just effing after every word.
Well, sorry, man. They say people that swear are pretty real, right? Maybe it's just in my blood.
You just too real for
TV.
I'm too real for this.
Too real for TV. What does Bob think? Has anybody ever stopped to ask Bob?
Bob's got a swear in his shirt. That's what.
Mary,
he thinks.
go fuck yourself.
Right there.
Well, yeah. Watch your language when his shirt.
The entire time there's been an obscenity right there.
How you gonna
so I guess
block
that doesn't
this out?
matter. I ain't gonna block this out. I'm not gonna block out these swears either. There's way too much.
Bobby.
Way too many of those swear things.
You look nice though. You look ripped. You going to the gym. Mayhe's been giving you a workout, huh? Yeah, I bet.
Those cold, soulless, dead eyes.
Protein.
Egg whites.
Egg whites. Protein. Egg whites. But, You saw that thing on the news the other day about CNN using Fallout 4 over their claim of Russia hacking.
Well, they used a picture from it. That was just bogusness. Like, they claimed something about Russia's hacking, and then the picture they used for the headline was a picture of one of the hacking programs from Fallout 4. So it was like,
I don't know. That says 1,000 words to me,
What are you doing? Why wouldn't you research what that picture is that you used from? Like, they skewed it. Like, they clearly skewed it, and it's clearly one of the hacking things from Fallout 4.
I mean,
so it was just like, you guys, the story might have some truth to it, but the picture you used for the headline doesn't. It's from a video game.
I mean,
it doesn't make any sense.
It's like appearance is everything, you know? You don't just slap something on that. Like, what do they think was going to happen? Yeah. None of those motherfuckers are educated in video games?
Speaking of video games, I've been hooked on Battlefield 1.
Me too.
I've been
actually,
straight up hooked on it. I can't get off. I can't.
My girlfriend got me Final Fantasy 15, and I'm a huge Final Fantasy buff, so courtesy to you, baby. Thank you. I love you. And I bet you she regrets buying me it because I've spent a fuckload of time on it.
Yeah.
I love the series. With that game, though, you had to have watched the YouTube series that they put out, Brotherhood, and have watched Kingsglaive for the storyline to really, like, make sense to you. Because if I hadn't watched any of that stuff and I just jumped into the game, I'd be completely lost. And I think they should let people know that they need to do this before that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of complaints about it. I mean, people, my little brother, for instance, he beat the game in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I see. Like I was kind of a fan of Final Fantasy games, but I just not.
I mean, I'm sure they can. You know, somebody out there.
That's why I don't think that they're
48 hours straight and fucking beat it without a break. But I mean, this is with breaks and everything like that. You know.
So how close are you to beating it?
Not far. I'm doing a lot of side quests.
That's the murder right there in games for me. Like, I'm playing Skyrim right now again. Like, I just
see.
I'm like main story, and then like side quests.
I'm like
oh,
super.
I spent like 6 hours on that.
Dude, I'm like super OCD with it. When I enter a new town, I gotta talk to everybody. I gotta find out where you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where to find the goblin, you know, and I go and chase that motherfucker. So that's my problem.
Yeah.
I go into new towns. I find all the side quests. I beat them. So I mean, but by the time I get to the last boss,
Final Fantasy 16 gonna be out.
I think they say it takes about like 100 and something hours to complete it.
Brutal.
Side quests and everything.
That's brutal.
But
that's like not screwing around. That's not dying. That's like speed runs type stuff. That's crazy. Oh, anything else? I mean, this is our first episode back. We're a little rusty, I could tell. You know, we're not quick with the wits yet.
I think you're having a few hiccups.
The live stream's missing, so we can't, people can't comment too much.
I'm a free rider.
This will be this is like I said, this is the new format of the show, and we want you guys to comment on the video. We'll give you guys shout outs. We got some other things.
And honestly, you really should let us know if you think that we're better off live.
Yeah.
It's something to take into consideration. I wouldn't outrule it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm for live. He just thinks it's better for the format. I agree with what he's saying. I'm not defying him whatsoever, but
I like the old way too. The old way too with the live and the recording. That's nice. And yeah, I mean, if people collaborate and call for us to go back to live, I mean, you can't argue with the fans what you guys want to hear.
Right.
You know,
because it's all about the fans. Baby.
So like always, leave this video a like, comment on it, because feedback.
Help grow it.
Like, share, and show. When you feedback on our videos, it makes us feel good and tingly inside. It helps me sleep at night, knowing that my life has a purpose.
Like, share, and show. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Adam Maroney.
Yeah.
We love you, brother.
We
hold you dearly and always will.
Yeah. We'll be back next week whenever this video goes up and live. Like I said, comment down in the comments on this video, and we'll give you a shout out on next week's video. And that's how that will work. If you want to come on the show, we'll have people on.
Email Mike or email myself.
Yeah, or comment on this video. Do whatever you want.
Down below. And
like you said, feedback always feels good because it makes us feel proud and stuff. And
and like we said, I mean, like he said, over the weekend, even throughout the week, we've got a bunch of people, talking to us about, where's Mike and Matty live? And so
right here.
It's awesome that
still
we
here.
Actually
still going.
Mind. That's cool.
We're gonna make this year big. It's gonna be bigly. Speaking of that, Trump's president. I told you. I told you. I told you.
I didn't think we were going there, man.
I told you it was gonna happen. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
But you made me do it, kid. I told you it was gonna happen.
He's there.
I told you.
Well, hopefully he's better than we all think. You know.
Hopefully, man. Give the man a chance. Give that semi-racist, semi-bigot.
I just think he's stupid. I don't even think he's racist.
Yeah, I don't think he's racist either. I think he's just.
I think he's just like
I said,
you know maybe he just favored.
There was enough hate. There was enough
because
hate in 2016 to fill a decade full of hate. So let's it's a new year. Let's start off and let's not hate each other for a while. You know.
Well, we are the hate coalition.
Yeah.
We do bring that heat.
Yeah.
Hate.
Shout out to you, Miz, because I know you're gonna be watching.
We love you, Miz.
But we'll see you guys next week. As always, like, share, and show it. Help grow it.
That's right.
Peace.
Peace.